right, in this video, we're going to learn how to write an equation using a graph. Hello and welcome to Teaching Math. In this video, we're going to write linear equations from a graph. I'm going to draw it out to show you our first example. Okay. Okay, here's our first example. We know this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. Now, one of the things that we need to know when we're writing this equation, we're going to write it in a y-intercept form, which means it should be looking like y equals mx plus b. Let's take a look at what do we need to write this equation. To write this equation, we need the m and b. And you may ask, what is m, what is b? Well, m is our slope, that is the rate of change, and b is our y-intercept. Let's go a bit further and understand it better. Well, we talked about rate of change. That means vertical change over horizontal change. The way we find the slope is rise over run. Over run. We talked about vertical change, so up or down, change, and then side to side. Now I'm going to show you how that's done. You may ask, what is y-intercept? Well, y-intercept is the point where the line is crossing the y-axis, and that point is where x is 0. I'm going to write b over there. At this point, we don't know. So make sure that x is 0. That means we're not moving anywhere horizontally, but we're moving vertically. All right, let's start with our y-intercept. So we're looking where the line is crossing the y-axis. As you notice, it's crossing the y-axis at this point right there. Okay, so we know that is +1. So we're going to write, it's that simple. Our b, y-intercept, is +1. Let me use another color. Okay, and now we have to take a look at our slope. So we thought about it's rise over run. So we're going to rise, right? We're creating these triangles here. So we're going to rise 1 and then run. I'm going to write 1 in here. Run 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the run is 4. So our slope is 1 rise over run 4. And that's it. And let's take a look at how we're going to write this equation. So to write the equation, all we need to do is plug in the m. I'm going to highlight our m, right? And plug in the b. Okay, so instead of writing m, I'm going to write in this equation y equals 1 over 4 x, and then plus 1 instead of writing b. Now, one other thing that you have to look at it very carefully after you write your equation, you need to decide, is this a positive slope or a negative slope? Remember, when it is a positive slope, the line will go from left upwards. When it is a negative slope, the line will go from left downwards. So as you can see, going from left up is a positive slope. I have written positive slope over here. Let's take a look at another example. All right, let's take a look at this example. Again, we have to make sure that we're writing our equation as y equals mx plus b. We need our m, which is our slope, and we need our b, which is our y-intercept. Remember, to find the b, we need to look at where the line is crossing the y-axis. And in here, you can clearly see that it's crossing the y-axis right over here in this region. This might be a bit confusing because that point is where x is 0. Obviously, that's what we're looking for, and the y is 0 too. And that is okay because our y-intercept is at 0, which is fine. All right, so let's take a look at our slope. Remember, the slope is rise over run. I'm going to rewrite that just to remind you over here. Rise is a vertical change, and then run is a horizontal change. You can choose at any point, any 2 points on the line. All right, let's choose 2 points. Okay, we're going to draw a triangle here by rise. 1, 2, 3. That is my rise. Let's go ahead and write that. And run is 1, 2. Okay, and then run is 2. So my slope is 3 over 2. Now, next thing we have to really ask ourselves, is this a positive or negative slope? Remember, for positive slope, the line goes from left up, and for negative slope, it goes from left down. So this is a negative slope. And let's go ahead and write that it is negative. So putting negative sign in front of our slope. All we have to do now is just plug in our m and b. So here we're going to write y equals negative 3 over 2 x. Please don't forget the x. That's one of the biggest things that students forget. And we do not write a 0. We could write plus b plus 0, but there's no point to write 0 in there. So we usually do not write the 0 over there. And that's it. Now, some of you may ask, should I leave it as an improper fraction? You could, or you can write it y equals, well, 3 divided by 2 will equal 1.5. So we can write it as negative 1.5x. Usually I leave it as fraction because understanding slope is much easier using fractions. Right, sometimes we're given a graph that we do not see the y-intercept. What do we do then? We know from previous examples that we do need the y-intercept in order to write this equation, mx plus b. For this particular example, you need to use the slope and the a point to find b, and then you'll be able to write your equation. So let's take a look at how we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to use the slope first. So I'm going to find the slope. This is rise over run. So we're going to rise 1, 2 over 1, 2, and 3. So my slope is 2 over 3. It is a positive slope, so I'm just going to leave it as is. And then let's take a look at the point. So I can use any point, and I can choose any point on this graph. Like I'm going to choose this one. It doesn't matter which one you choose, any point. Well, that one is just a bit higher. Let's go ahead and use this one, much simpler one. Okay, so that point is x is 3 and y is 1. All right, now that we have that, let's go ahead and write what do we know. We know what is our slope, which is 2 over 3. We know what is our x is 3, and we know what is our y is 1. Okay, here's our x and here's our y. Knowing all this, let's plug in inside the equation. So instead of writing y equals, I'm going to write 1 equals, and then instead of writing m, I'm going to write 2 over 3 times, and then I'm going to write what is x is 3. Okay, plus b. Well, I don't know b, and now I'm going to solve for b. So here you can see that the 3's will cancel each other out because 2 times 2, and I'm going to show you in the bottom here so you understand this better. Well, 2 over 3 times 3 means 2 times 3 equals 6, 6 over 3, and then 6 divided by 3 simplified will be 2. So therefore, 3 cancels each other out. So I'm going to take this away so I can write it in the bottom. Okay, so here we'll have 1 equals 2 plus b. Now let's subtract 2 from both sides. And 1 minus 2 will be negative 1 equals b. So there you have it. We found our b. Our b is negative 1. Okay, now that you found your b, all you need again is your m and the y-intercept, which is b. Let's go ahead and write our equation. So let's start our equation. Y equals, instead of writing m, I'm going to write 2 over 3 x, and then minus 1. That's it. So if this video helped you, please subscribe to Teaching Math for more tutorials like this. And remember, learning math takes patience, practice, and perseverance. See you on the next one.